Oh my God, I cannot do this. Can you see everything? Oh yeah. Okay. Anatoly, I could have went heavier. This is the missing link. I think these are fake weights. These cannot be real. Why are you laughing at me? You can smile, or you could go, and make it look heavy when it's really not. Oh, I shit my pants. Yes. Oh. What's happening? Anatoly! You saw the intro. I worked out with Anatoly. Anatoly, my name is Albert, and I am the son of my mother. And so this 61-year-old gets to work out with Anatoly today, bro. I set it up, bro. I have a mop. It's called Sam, and your mop is called Samantha, bro. And so this is how I set it up. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, right? And then 30. This is a 30-pound mop. Okay, I'm going half of what Anatoly did. And so I am going to work out, as you saw in the intro, with Anatoly, and I'm gonna do sets after sets, and then I am going to break away to talk about what Anatoly and Bruce Lee says, bro, that size is not synonymous to strength, bro. And so I'm gonna break that down because this subject is so interesting and it's worth tearing it apart, because I'm gonna point to problems that causes us to still think that size means that it's stronger and this and that and that and this, and there's so many little angles to take a look at. And so Anatoly, this is very heavy. I can't even lift it. Oh my God. So let's get to it. All right, here we go. Watch Anatoly. He's coming, baby. Oh my God, I cannot do this. Can you see everything? Oh yeah. Okay. Anatoly, I could have went heavier. Okay, I could have went 40 pounds. But this is good. Yes. Oh, it's gonna add up though. Oh, Anatoly, it's getting heavy. Am I doing it right? Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. I'm going to hold.
Take a rest, bitch.
Oh, I'm going to hold. Take a rest, bitch. Okay, we're gonna switch. Not over yet, baby.
2, 1, go.
Oh yeah. 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 Yes. Oh my God. Oh, getting heavy now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I'm going to hold Anatoly. Anatoly, I'm going to hold. Anatoly, you know, Anatoly said it clearly that, and he plays around in the gym, and I think he's serious about it. And he says, no, it's not so much about the size of the muscle. It has a lot, there's many more factors when it comes to strength. But, you know, humanity is on the wagon of if you're big and if you're strong, that means you're strong. And so if any of us really took a close look at that, we'll see that that's not true. Because I know girls that are hell of strong, and I'm like, we arm wrestled and she felt like solid iron. And I'm like, she doesn't exercise, she's slim, and she's small. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And so Bruce Lee and Anatoly are saying pretty much the same thing. And so Bruce Lee is another example. I'm not talking about his movies. I'm talking about his demonstrations of where he lifted his entire body off the floor like this. He was like this, and he lifted his legs off the freaking floor, which requires a freaking massive amount of strength. And so now, I also know from growing up in East Harlem some freaking skinny guys that freaking beat up some big dudes, man. And so, okay, there's skill there. The guy's from the street, he's really skinny. But if you really, really took a look at this guy that's so skinny and you were observing, you can see the power in him. And so muscles are muscles. And so I'm not strong. I could do 40 pounds, but I had to test it out because I've never did this before. And I don't want to overdo it, and I want to make sure that I have fun with Anatoly. So that's about 30 pounds around that area. It's hard to add. It's hard to count because those weights are in kilo. And so by the time they're like 5 each or a little bit more or a little bit less, it's around 30 pounds, which is half of the 32 kg that Anatoly's mop weighs. So that's fair, bro, because I'm not strength bound. This is a point that I want to make before I work out with Anatoly again. This is the missing link that a lot of us don't point to. The missing link here is what a person is prone to. Prone to means that you're born with a disposition. I know kids that are athletic bound. They're light. I could pick them up like this and they're flipping. They're throwing themselves all over the place, and they have this athletic disposition. Then I know some kids that they're so freaking strong, but they're not athletic bound. And so this is one thing that ought to be clarified because, like me, I am athletic bound, so I am not strength bound, so I am not the strong guy. I am not geared to be strong. I like to see guys like Anatoly be strong and do what he does at the gym and shock people because the people they see him, they don't believe that he could do what he does because of the way he looks. But that right there proves it. They think that this guy, okay, he plays off as a cleaner, so he brings that margin kind of down into thinking like a cleaner that's slim like that, well, they can't lift it. So he kind of does a little trickery, but at the same time, because he's so slim, they don't believe it. And so that's the mistake. And so now, when you're athletic bound and you're running and you're jumping and you're freaking doing flips, and when you're strength bound, you feel like lifting stuff. So this girl, right? Let me go back to this girl. I'm all over the place. It's okay. This girl that I'm talking about, that's slim, that's hella strong, I'm watching her carry these boxes. And she says, can you help me with the boxes? And when I went for the box, I was like, oh, shit. Like the guys that are looking at Anatoly, I'm looking at her the same way. Now watch this problem that we have. We think still that because the girls, they make the exercises look cutesy, that they're not strong and we don't still see them as strong. I see that because I've seen girls outpower guys. I've seen it, bro, at the gym. But for some reason, we don't want to be clear with that. Because they're girls and they're beautiful and they got nice bodies, and girls are seen as feminine and fragile. But if you really take a look, there are girls that can freaking outpower a guy, bro. And it's up to like us to actually see that and then go, yeah, and then do what we've always been saying, which is don't judge a book by its cover. And another thing that we say is, I didn't know my strength. So this is a compliment here where I want to say, whoever's watching, is that you're probably way stronger than you think. But we carry, if I'm skinny, then I must be fragile and I can't be that strong. And there are people walking around skinny that think they're weak and they're really strong, because I've seen it. I've challenged people at the gym that had a certain idea about themselves, and I proved them wrong time and time and time again. And so I'm always an advocate to always try things out to see how it works out, rather than looking at someone, because they do that to me. They say this 61-year-old, oh, he's grandpa, and they see me do these exercises, and I may make the exercises look easy. And so you look at it and you go, oh, so what? So what? So what? But you got to try it to see how challenging these exercises that I do, these burpees, these backwards burpees. So I'm going to say one more thing before I go back to Anatoly. I showed someone my push-up challenge, Sally up, Sally down, where I completed the entire thing, right? So he's looking at me doing it and I make it look easy. So he goes, Okay, I'm gonna try it right now. The challenge is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It involves 30 challenging push-ups, and because I said it's 30 push-ups, he was like, no sweat, right, to him, because he's seeing me do it so easy. I'm lifting myself from down. So when he did it, he lasted 50 seconds. 50 seconds. So what he saw from me making it look easy, what he thought about himself was entirely freaking wrong, bro. And so it could go either way, you know. You never know. You could be a lot stronger than you think. You could think you're strong, and when you actually try something, you're like, oh my God, I can't do it. And so Anatoly, bro, you are the perfect example of someone that we need. Because he's like going in, acting like he's cleaning, and he's fooling people, because that cleaning look is what fools us. The girl that is lifting weights that we probably can't do, she's fooling us because she's so beautiful, she has long hair, she has a nice body, and we think, oh, she's so feminine and fragile, that we're overlooking the power these girls have. So that's a compliment to you females, bro, that you females are freaking strong, and I know it. I worked out with females, bro, so yo, respect, bro. I'm a little bit more scared of the females than the guys, bro. So I'm gonna work out with Anatoly once again. You could always bypass the workout to hear me speak if you're interested on these things that I'm gonna bring to the table about what strength really is and the differences and what ends up happening. I'm gonna talk about one thing that ends up happening to us, which causes a problem. And so I'm gonna work out with Anatoly. Come on, let's get to it. All right, Anatoly, I'm ready for you one more time. I got my Sam here. Samantha, I'm ready, baby.
1, go.
Yes. Oh, lightweight, baby. Anatoly says lightweight. Look at those muscles. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
3, 2,
Yes.
1.
Yes. I'ma hold it.
Take a rest.
I'ma hold it. Oh.
Ready, bitch. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. 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 Oh. Oh, it's too heavy. I think these are fake weights. These cannot be real. Oh, this side gets really heavy. Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Oh my God. What I did was that I downloaded Anatoly working out, and he has his left hand over his right. And so I flipped this so that I could do both sides. And so I intelligently made this a 1 minute plus workout where I am alternating sides. And so now, this is the problem out there between strength and no strength and what muscles are perceived as. We get lost in a whirlpool of verbiage, which means that we're left to talk and talk and talk and talk based on what we're accustomed to. Because almost everyone at the gym who comes across Anatoly is like, that's 400 pounds, you want to lift that? And they're laughing. And he's like, why are you laughing at me? Because they just don't think he could do it. And then he goes ahead and lifts 400 pounds, not only once, but a few times. And he leaves them in amazement, which is the point. Like, yeah, in a lot of cases, the bigger guy is always stronger. That's case scenario 1. Case scenario 2, that's not so in many cases. Case number 3, a lot of people who are skinny are stronger than they think, but they never tested. Like me, I'll tell you what happened with this freaking stick that I did, bro. In my mind, I'm like 20, 25 pounds. I'm like, oh, I never did this before. And so I started to put 5 pounds, 5 pounds. Okay, that's like 5 pounds. Okay, that's like 5 pounds. And I kept on. And I'm shocked that there's 30 pounds there and I could have put 40. So now if I work out with Anatoly again, I'll slap on another 10 pounds and I'll make that a 40-pound thing that I could do now because I've already put it to the test. Right there is the proof that I am a lot stronger than what I originally thought. And so when there's a debate going on and we start with Anatoly genetics and Anatoly's this and Anatoly's that, we enter a whirlpool of verbiage that goes nowhere, which is the reason why a lot of these conversations, they never end up anywhere. You ever have a conversation, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on, and oh no, that's genetics. Oh no, that's because of this. Oh no, that's because he's been working out since he was 12. Oh no, that's because of this and that because he's taking stuff. All the factors are so huge and wide that we get lost in translation. We get lost in this verbal net. And it absolutely goes nowhere. And so that's why on this channel, I always say, when you see an exercise, talking about it, it has no merit. Because exercise is a physical endeavor. And so the only way to actually elaborate upon the exercise is by doing it and then saying the experience of what happened. Like now, I can say, which I could not say before, that I could carry more weight than this. I can. And so the next time there'll be 40 pounds on there. I did not know that, but now I do. And so the exercise is telling me a story to tell you. And I did a minute. Now I also know that I could have did a minute each side. It will be a lot tougher because that's an extra minute added to this. But I can already feel that it will be something that I will want to do. The other thing about this here is that if I continue to work out with Anatoly, I will get stronger naturally over time. And so the main takeaway about this is when it comes to fitness and when it comes to strength, the root of everything is that we can kind of objectively take a guess, but at the deepest level, we don't know. We don't know, because one time in New York, I was moving and I hired some strong guys, bro. And I wiped them out, bro. We're carrying boxes up and down. I live on the 5th floor, no elevator, bro. And so we're going up and down, bro. And these guys were on the side like this, drinking water and taking a break while I was continually going up and down and up and down. And I'm carrying odd boxes. And when it came to the heavy stuff, they came to play. But when it came to the up and down, so this is what I'm talking about. I'm athletic prone in that way. You want me to help you move your furniture, because I'll get you out of there in half the time because I'll grab boxes and I'm so fast. The other guys have their purpose to lift the bed and take the refrigerator and take those heavy things. So in other words, we all have a place, but for some reason, we think that everyone's the same. And so Anatoly, he brings to the table his method of strength training, and he says the leg days and the arm days and the dedicated workout days is something that's useless. But I will argue to say that not everybody wants to exercise for strength. There are people that are athletic bound that wants to learn skill. Like I love the pistol squat. I love the handstand. I like to do explosive burpees. I like to jump and throw myself on the floor, and that's other people may not like that. Other people may get off on lifting heavy. As you can see, that's the main thing that you're seeing, that Anatoly is approaching these strong guys. But there are also people that are doing those type of exercises with the primary objective to build muscle. And so the objectives are different. And so whoever's making us all the same, oh no, you're doing this, and no, you need to do this, oh no, you need to do that. The better question is what are your goals and your objectives? Because my objectives is really not to build muscle. But since I'm a guy, I exercise first and then take a look. But I make the viewer, I throw him off when he's seeing me do this and he's thinking that I'm on the muscle tip. No, I'm looking at how I corresponded to the exercises I did. Because it's my duty that if I'm exercising to take a look. So I'm working backwards, but this is where it gets kind of twisted, and this is where people misunderstand me. And so I am going to do another workout with Mr. Anatoly, and I'm going to talk about challenges that people have made me do. I had to challenge people based on how they treated me. I'm going to talk about that, which has a lot to do with strength and my capabilities. So I'm going to work out with Anatoly once again. So let's get to it. All right, here we go. Anatoly's coming up, baby. Wait for him. Oh, my God. Yes. Oh, Anatoly. Oh, yes. I think this feels like fake weights for sure. Oh, my mind is saying fake weights. This side is faster than the other side. Why? Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I won't hold it.
Wrist itch.
I'm not gonna hold that one.
Okay. Get ready, bitch. 3, 2,
Yes.
1, go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't count. Oh yeah, I have to say that. I have to say that. Oh my God.
4, 3, 2, 1. Take a risk.
I'm holding it with one arm. I'm holding it. So, if I'm not mistaken, I heard Anatoly say that he does not count. Because what counting does is that it puts us in a mechanical position to do a certain number, and so that number controls us. But the body may be a lot stronger than what we think. But if we are counting only to 12, that number, it fools me for sure, and it may fool many people. But the protocol is to count. But I took out the counting because I noticed that I do more when I don't count. I've done up to 260 push-ups working out with Diamond Art without counting. And I found out afterwards, because I do count, but I count after the workout, not during the workout. And so I did 260 push-ups, and I did 400 and something burpees with the Burpee King. And I had no idea, because I'm just working out, and I'm allowing my body to assume the workout and my body to just flourish within the workout. And so when I counted, it was like 400 plus burpees. I was freaking shocked, because that's not bad. And sit-ups and legs and stuff, I'm always impressing myself based on me not counting. And I think Anatoly doesn't count. What he does is that he goes ahead and he primes his muscle. He freaking fires away. And so now I want to talk about something very important, because I make this channel, and I've had it up for more than 2 years, and there's always someone that comes across, and of course they try to granddad, you're old, and you're not strong. And so when they do, that I'm not strong because I eat fruit. And so when they do this to me, I have no other choice but to say, well, if I eat fruit and I'm weak and you eat meat and you're strong, well, let's put it to some type of a test. And a fair test that I come up with is a push-up challenge, because granted, it's still pushing and testing your strength, but at your body weight. So I'm only 145 pounds, and so I ought to push out 145 pounds. If you're 200 pounds, you should have the strength to do that. So I think that push-ups is a fair deal. And so I say, well, let's take on a push-up challenge, because if you're so strong eating meats, then you should be able to show me that. Now, in one case, they back out. They don't do it. There was one guy that got close. He said, sure. And when I sent him the Sally up, Sally down, I never heard from him again. And then the other scenario is that when I say, let's do a push-up challenge, he said, what push-up challenge? Let's load 315 pounds on the bar. And I'm like, you see the deterrent? You see what they just done to me? I have a home gym. I carry light weights, mostly body weight stuff. I'm 61 years old, and their best thought, seeing the gym, because they watch the video and they're seeing what I'm doing. to load up 315. Somebody said, let's load up 390. Let's squat 400. And I'm like, and so this is what I meant before, that nothing ever happens. Because we're caught in the verbal net of things. And so you're left to tell me, oh, you eat free, so you eat fruit, so you eat. But that's it. It doesn't go anywhere. This is why when I make chat videos against people, I make sure to always work out. Because I do not want to sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk. When you see me talk, you're going to see me do a workout. And the workouts that I do, they are challenging, bro. There's not a lot of people that could do this. Let me show you. I'm going to show you right here. There's not a lot of people can do this. Look. You can't see my feet, but you could just imagine, right? I go back and I come up. That exercise, holding 20-pound weights, bro, is not an easy thing to do. It will throw a lot of people off balance. And so right there, if you think that's easy, you have to try it, because I know I made it look easy, and that's what I'm talking about. We don't know. You can't judge a book by its cover. We don't know. Sometimes you can, sometimes, yeah, obviously. But at the same time, I'm complimenting you. I'm telling you, you're probably way stronger than you think, or you may be weaker if you're only focusing on muscle. Because like I said, I shocked myself with my push-up ability, with my pulling of abilities, with the way I've added weight, and I'm like, wow. And sometimes I just don't know, because I don't gauge myself against anything. And at the gym, I did a whole bunch of dips, and the guy's looking at me like this. He was like, you did those dips like nothing. And I'm able to carry my weight, but at a different dimension, at a different spectrum, because I'm more athletic prone. I'm not strength prone. I won't challenge those guys with the heavy weights. I won't do it. And I'm not qualified to, because that's not my spiel. That's not the genre I'm in. That's not where I'm at with my fitness journey. I'm not there, so it's not fair. So that's another thing. We're not fair with each other. It's terrible to see what goes on out there. I will never challenge someone to do a pistol squat. I'll never do it. Unless you do it, and man, you can teach me something, because that is a very challenging endeavor. I won't challenge someone to do a handstand. But other people are telling me to load up 400 pounds and they're doing that to me. A 61-year-old who has to take care of his joints. I cannot afford to bust anything. Because I'm 61 years old, so I'm at that fragile zone too. Although I'm exercising and I'm strong, I have to be very careful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another workout with Anatoly. This makes 4 rounds already. See, so. Anatoly, your voice is traveling through every single word that I'm saying, by the way. Because I had in mind to really talk a lot about him. But everything I'm talking about is with him. Like I'm carrying Anatoly, this guy who is hella strong. And I am not going to try to figure that one out per se. He's really freaking strong. Now, those factors, he has to talk to me. I can't guess or look science and see what it says. He has to talk to me and say, yo, my father's a freaking powerhouse. He's really strong. And my mom, maybe he freaking worked building a house for his family. And so he constantly was picking up bricks. See, we don't know the specifics. We just go, oh, he's strong because of genetics, and he's strong because of this, or he's probably taking some. That's the best we could do. But we don't know the life of these people. Like the girl that's really strong, she grew up in a farm. So she's constantly running up and down. Her leg strength is incredible from the footwork that she grew up doing. And so I can never match her because of her experience. And so, Anatoly, let's get to it. All right, here we go, Anatoly, once again, baby. Oh my God. Oh, yes.
2, 1.
Yeah, go. Oh, she called me a bitch, Anatoly. Anatoly. This is 30 pounds. I'm working out with Anatoly. I could go 40 pounds. No problem, baby. Come on, Anatoly. I'm with you, bro.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, take a risk, bitch.
I think these are fake weights.
Okay,
Oh,
bitch.
yeah.
3,
Oh.
2, 1, go.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's still. Yeah. I'm done.
2, 1. Okay, take a risk, bitch.
Oh my God. This brings me now to a freaking one of my favorite, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was so freaking honest and he brought so much to the table as far as me as a student is concerned, listening to Arnold. One of the things he said was he used Franco Columbu. Franco Columbu's 180 pounds and he would lift an amazing amount of weight for his weight. And Arnold pointed that out, gave him so much credit for being so strong. He said that he would strap on 40 pounds and then do chin-ups like nothing, and Arnold would struggle doing one. And so what he said was that pound for pound, Franco Columbu was stronger than him. And so now we have to look at these factors where you're big and there's limitations there and advantages. And when you're smaller, there's limitations and there's advantages there, because there's, of course, a lot of things that Arnold could do that Franco can't, and many things that Franco could do that Arnold can't. And this is where we need to iron things out towards. Instead of only thinking muscle and strength, we have to think, this guy's freaking athletic bound. He's supposed to be doing burpees and running and hopping and skipping and flipping. This guy is made differently. And cut it out with thinking that everyone's the same. So do this, and you need to do this, and you need to eat meat. And if you do this, then you do that. The question that's missing, like I said before, is what's your vibe? I like to freaking jump. You give me trampolines and I jump, and I hop around. I love it. And I'll throw myself on the floor. If I had a chance to learn backflips, which is on my list of things to do, to find a teacher that's going to teach me to do some backflips, I'll do it. Because that's my field. That's where I reside. I do not reside in the strength arena. This is my strength, 30 pounds. I could go 40 and that's it. Once I go 40, if I take it to 50, I'll be very careful, because I have to be in regards to the joint stuff that can go on and the rest of the deal. So I'm not really all that for strength. And so the strength that I have is perfect for traveling, carrying suitcases, carrying boxes, cleaning the house, lugging groceries. I could grab 4 bags and go up the stairs, down the stairs, no problem. I can run. And so that's my avenue. But people see me and make me challenge them, which they all turn it down, which helps me get out of the verbal net, because I don't want to remain in the verbal net and talk, spew stuff where it never gets anywhere, right, Anatoly? Anatoly knows that. You know, if I was to listen to Anatoly, a lot of the things that I'm saying in this video, he'll repeat. Most likely he'll say, you probably don't realize how strong you are because you're going by what you look like and you never really tested it. And he'll probably put people to the test like I have. I made this girl do so much more than what she thought. She bugged out and she did not believe her own potential. She didn't believe it. But I showed her, and I knew it because I saw her strength. And so sometimes you can see someone's strength or you can see someone's talents and they don't see it. And you go, you know you got what it takes, right? And they go, no. But they grew up freaking comparing, and they're thinking that the bigger guy is a stronger guy, and they don't know. They haven't tested anything. Bruce Lee, bro. Bruce Lee and Anatoly, bro. They are so freaking correct that, in essence, your size does not fucking constitute strength. It can in many areas. So, okay, let's straighten that out. Yeah. But in many other areas, it doesn't, and we don't know. Many people have said, wow, I had no idea I had that type of strength. And they're shocked. So, this video is going to come to a close. Anatoly, I hope this video is in good taste. You're never going to come across this video YouTube big time. No one come across my little channel. My channel has no engagement. I don't have anyone corresponding to me. So this is for me to watch so that I do my homework so that I can continue on the path of my fitness journey that I love so much. And so Anatoly, let's get to it. All right, this is the last set with Anatoly. Come on, bro.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready, baby.
3,
Yes.
2, 1, go.
Oh, Anatoly. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This is brutal. It's not brutal, by the way. Watch me smile. You see? You can smile, or you could go, and make it look heavy when it's really not. Anatoly's making it look heavy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, my God.
Okay, take a rest, bitch.
Right away, I don't play, bro.
Okay.
Right away.
Ready, bitch. 3,
Oh, yes.
2, 1, go.
Ah. This is it. This is the last one, bro. I can feel it. Ah. That's it, bro. Oh, my God. I'm going to cheat. Anatoly, I'm going to cheat. Ah. Oh, my... Oh, I shit my pants. Ah. Ah. I can't. Ah. That's it.
Okay, take a rest.
Anatoly, thank you freaking so much. I go to sleep with your videos. Before workouts, I watch your videos. They gear me up, they power me up. I'm reading into your messages a lot deeper than the comical aspect because you're funny, the way you go in and you're like cleaning. But I'm looking at the deeper aspect that while you're cleaning, you're putting on the perspective images of how people get to see you. And then they make a judgment. You're cleaning, you got the beard, you got the glasses. And so you're like, ah, and you look so friendly that even the big guys that you go, hey, did you clean your thing? They kind of like, they can't really, because if it's someone else that goes, yo, what's your problem with me, man? You're telling me to clean my whatever, bro. You don't talk to me like that. I'll do what I want. But he looks so innocent and he looks so charming that the biggest guys, they're really easy with him. So he puts on the persona and he creates the images so that people could judge. And then when they judge him, they misjudge, obviously, which that's the freaking key that I go ahead, that there's a misjudgment. And I know there's people out there that probably don't believe. They think it's a stunt. So anyway, I think that's it, Anatoly, man. This was a great workout. I did 4 or 5 rounds with you. I don't know. I'll check it out. Put this video together really nicely, and I thank you so much. And so until the next one, I had a great workout with Mr. Anatoly, and I am done.